Thank you for calling Dial a Confession. This is Jerry. How may I help you?
Oh, great. Even the church is outsourcing to Mumbai. Bless me, Father, for I've sinned. First of all, Father, I'm not Catholic, so that's probably a deal breaker right there. I'm going through a rough patch, Father. It's a difficult time in my life, and like most difficult times, you turn directly to religion for help. But I always think about what André Gide wrote to Sigmund Freud, a famous atheist. And Gide didn't have any particular religion, but he always felt like he had this oceanic feeling, this connection to everything. Well, I kind of feel like I have an oceanic feeling too, although it might have been what I ate at the Red Lobster. I've looked at other churches, to be honest. This one, American flag higher than the cross, good sign. Nice place to eat lunch at this one, out there in the patio. Mormons love it. I don't know what the ladders are about. These guys, they're just idiots. I tried the Jewish faith, Father, for obvious reasons. It's the oldest of the Abrahamic faiths, and the wisdom and the mysticism are amazing. I knew a Jewish girl in college, and it was a profound religious experience. Judaism, Father. But their special time is sundown on Friday, and, that's, to be honest, that's my special time too. It's called happy hour. It's a very important time to my people. How am I going to fit into this religion other than, kind of looking Jewish? And I thought about, Islam, Father. It's a wonderful religion. They get a bad rap. Let's face it. Mostly for blowing things up, but we blow things up too. And really, they're not waiting for the 99 virgins in the afterlife. You want that? You can just go to Comic-Con, for God's sake. No, their religion is beautiful and timeless. The 5 pillars of faith, and particularly the one about giving alms to the poor, which, to be honest, I think is going to come up for me. I was amazed by the passion, Muslims have for their religion. And also these cool clothes. Look at this guy. It's like he's wearing a sleep sack. I want to wear that. And of course, I thought about Buddhism, because they definitely have it. Definitely heaven is not wanting anything. So I tried meditating, and, well, sleeping, Father. But the Four Noble Truths are true. Life is pain, and the wanting of things causes pain. But, when I think about the ascetic lifestyle and I look at the Buddha, who's always like this big, chunky guy, what's he given up exactly? And what if you had to wear that around your neck like a St. Christopher's medal? Seriously, you'd knock yourself unconscious running for the bus. I can barely keep my head up with this thing around my neck. It's always amazing to me that the atheists think they have it down. They think that everything can be known through the 5 senses. It seems to me the most passion of religions, and it's, disregard for religion. But, you can't know everything through the 5 senses because your senses can be altered easily. For example, people get a lot prettier after this. I think the one true church, to be honest, is nature, Father. It's the one thing you can be absolutely sure God made. It's beautiful. It's interconnectivity. It's peace. I stand in awe of it. What do we know from God? Does that duck have a God, for example? Sometimes I just like to sit by this water and think about things. Yeah, okay, so there's bugs, and they've got bees, and, I heard there's cougars in these parts, and not even the fun kind. So, it's hard to say, Father. I've always found my church in places like this. The arts. It seems to me the godly act of creation, however irritating that might be to other religions. It's where the voice really comes. It's where we really speak our minds.
Despite all of our conflicts, I have enjoyed working with you. Yes. We have to shoot it out to Los Angeles and copy the hell out of it. What's the air date? 4 days. That's soon. Oh, the coverage is so hot. This is a media event of major proportions. You and I are both a part of some pretty big things here. I don't think you realize what a big break this is for you. Yes, the cultural climate is perfect. Everything is coming together perfectly. This will be an unparalleled success. What is this?
When we talk about religion, we're talking about one of two things. It's either how you should live your life or what happens after you die. Well, look, if I'm going to die, and I am, if I'm going to die, who's living? Who's doing the right thing? How do we live? That's the most important question. If I'm going to die, and surely I am, probably by your hand, lightning bolt and all, who's living? Who's going to really speak for the living? Look, if I'm going to... Miss me that time. Damn it. If I'm going to die, who's going to speak for the poor? Who's going to speak for the dispossessed? Who's going to speak for anyone? Who's going to fight for the rights of people? Who's going to try to change the world in a positive way? Who's going to try to make a difference at all? Who's going to give a shit? You got to tell me that, Father. Who's going to give a shit? Because we're going to need somebody. I'm a Westerner, you know. I'm from the West. I like my music and my stories full of action and adventure and stress and release, tension and resolve. I want the good guy to win. I want there to be the chance of a good guy winning. It's the end of the story I've always liked. Look, I know how to be happy. You know, you write maybe with a little less blue cheese dressing. Very important. You know, you get plenty of exercise. You know, if you run enough, I hear you can get an endorphin rush, which is in itself a religious experience, I think. You know, you have sex. Yeah, you, pal. And, you know, you meditate or at least get plenty of sleep. Most of all, I think we have to love. You know, both to be happy and to be holy. You know, it's the one thing we do well. It's the one godly thing we do is be kind and show compassion. It's the one really great thing human beings can do. Kindness. Not that I'd know.